Hi everyone. When you hear about Andaman and Nicobar Island, what comes to your mind? If you're an Indian or travel minded, I guess remote beaches, beautiful islands, scuba diving, cellular gel, etc. However, things have changed. What if I say Andaman and Nicobar is the key to the Indo-Pacific security? If you look at the geopolitical games that are being played in this Indo-Pacific region, most of these games today are being played in the Indian Ocean region. The Indian Ocean, which remained quiet for some time after the Cold War, has re-emerged as a critical theater for this strategic competition. Why the sudden interest in this Andaman and Nicobar? To understand that, we must look at the geography. So Andaman and Nicobar is an archipelago, means group of islands, right? Only 31 out of 836 islands are inhabited. This means that there is a possibility of surreptitious occupation by a covetous neighbor, which we have seen during the Kargil War. The total population is 4.3 lakh of people. These islands are governed as a single union territory by the central government of India through the Andaman Nicobar administration. Okay, the northernmost is close to Myanmar, the southernmost is close to Indonesia. It overlaps two important oceans, the Indian Ocean and the Pacific. The Andaman and Nicobar is also a nodal point to oversee and monitor two of the busiest shipping lanes, 6-degree and 10-degree channels. The islands are strategically positioned at the mouth of the Malacca Strait, the critical choke point through which a significant portion of world maritime trade happens, including Chinese trade. Controlling and monitoring the choke point provide a significant leverage over maritime traffic in this region. It's basically a highway. Nearly 70,000 to 120,000 ships sailing through the Indian Ocean, passing through this Strait of Malacca and the neighboring 6-degree channels, right, every year. This strait actually shelters the routes to a lion's share of New Delhi Strait also, India Strait. And ships heading to China also pass through this. And most of them are oil and gas. Around 80% of China's oil imports go via this Malacca. So you strangle Malacca, you strangle China. And from Andaman and Nicobar, India can keep a close eye to Malacca. India can venture into military power. The strategic value is huge. You may think, why has India started thinking about this now? Because till the last couple of years, there was no need to think about it. China's Indian Ocean ambitions appeared in the last decade. They began sending fishing boats, then patrols, then submarines in the Indian Ocean. In 2016, China built a military base in Djibouti. That's on the other side of the Indian Ocean, in the Horn of Africa. Next year, 2017, Hambantota International Port in Sri Lanka, that China has leased for 99 years. Then Gadar Port in Pakistan. And they already had the Coco Island from Myanmar, which is only 50 kilometers north from India's Andaman and Nicobar Island, where China already has a military base. And China did all these things using their depth trap diplomacy, right? So now you see China all around of us. Then what New Delhi began understanding that the potential of this Andaman and Nicobar, right? What we are doing now. Thousands of crore investment has already been made in last years. The first priority is to improve the infrastructure. The Navy has an air station on this island called Campbell Bay. It has the 3,500 foot long runway. Now it's been upgraded to 10,000 feet to operate bigger planes. India already purchased 12 American-made P-81 Maritime patrol aircraft, and the sale of which the United States encouraged as a way to deepen its security ties with India. This plane offered not only superior surveillance, but also a greater speed and longer endurance, making them the better anti-submarine warfare platform. India also established the Baz Naval Air Station on Great Nicobar Island at the southern part, only 450 km from the Malacca Strait. The Indian Navy rebased the Cora-class guided missile coveted to Port Blair, and the Indian Air Force established a forward air base for its Sukhoi fighters on Car Nicobar. Plus, the Indian Army has test-fired its BrahMos anti-ship missile from this island. Fighter aircraft from the Air Force like Sukhoi and Jaguar, they are also setting up their base. The improved infrastructure is aimed to enable the deployment of more military forces and provide the facilities for a greater number and size of warships, aircraft, missile batteries, and troops. India has also engaged in efforts to maintain the collaborative security in this island, such as the Japan, United States, the fish hook strategy or sound surveillance system, a chain of sensors designed to track the submarines. This will create a counterwall against the Chinese submarines in this region of Andaman Sea and South China Sea, especially with like-minded nations working together on sharing this intelligence. Civilian infrastructure, yes, also getting it boosted. The government says it has invested 30,000 crore rupees in last decade in Andaman and Nicobar. The plan is to invest another 10,000, for international airports, solar power plant, and all these areas. Other countries like Japan, they are also funding in power project. By the way, in February 1942, just a month after the fall of Singapore, the island actually occupied by Japanese. Then Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose visited Port Blair to raise the tricolour and technically take the charge of this island in December 1943. And finally the Allies actually recaptured the island in October 1945 before the actual independence happened. Another advantage of this Andaman Nicobar, it is the only location in India where all three major services of the Indian Armed Force operate under one commander. Yes, the Navy, the Army and the Air Force. All these assets are reported to a single command since 2001 October. The world has seen a major joint military exercise recently held in Andaman involving the Army, the Navy, the Air Force and the Coast Guard. Friend, the world is calling Andaman and Nicobar as unsinkable carrier, a formidable outpost to counter China. It plays a crucial role in India's strategy to counterbalance China's influence in this Indo-Pacific region by providing strategic depth, enhancing maritime surveillance capabilities, and fostering regional partnership by safeguarding the economic interest. Thank you for watching, friend. Have a great day ahead.